Hey guys, it's Apollo here, and it's time for a deck profile, this time Lisciafael. So this is the very last Destined one I've been missing for quite a couple of years, and boy, finally getting Lisciafael means I've completed all the Destined ones. You've seen my little post I did sometime back. Okay, so with the release of the Festival Booster, yes, I know it's been quite a bit, but I think it is worth noting anyway. Lisciafael has gotten pretty good. I think with the reprints and some of the stuff support here is pretty good, a pretty decent price to get, and also it makes the deck much more playable compared to before. And if you guys are wondering why does this deck look familiar, yes, this actually used to be Kaiser's deck. I've been telling Kaiser to actually, put in some effort in the deck, show some love to the deck, and also, but the deck isn't like bad at all or anything. But fortunately, my words fell in deaf ears, and I think he didn't get in the end, and I have to. And it's like, you know what? Never mind. I'll just get it from you, just because I think it's better that I can build in a way. I digress, but you know what? Enough talking. Let's go on to the deck profile. So let's go on the right deck. So the right deck started out in Millis just to keep the theme. Villia, when this unit is rolled upon by the grade 2, which is this one, you can draw a card, choose a card from hand or regular circle, put in a soul. And choose a Vanguard, it gets back until end of turn. Grade 2 being let's take a skill. When it's used upon by grade 3 Lisciafael, you can count mouse on any best tree to draw a card and soul charge 1. And the main girl itself being Lisciafael. So Lisciafael skill, auto on various cycle. When this unit attacks will not be boosted and best tree, choose at least 2 rear guards and put in your soul. And for your turn, this unit gets try +1, and for every card you put in the soul by the cost, you get this unit gets 5k. So usually you put 2 rear guards at least, but now with the new support here and there, you're pretty much going to put 3 in this case. I'll say more of that in a bit. So second skill, her divine skill, auto on various circle. When this unit attacks a grade 2, at the end of the battle, this unit attacks a grade 2 or greater unit. If you have 6 or more cards in the soul, you can -1. Stand this unit, and this unit gets -2. Until the end of this fight, this unit gets all your Lisciafael Vanguards. It's not this unit gets. You get all your Lisciafael's Vanguards get +5k and a crit. So basically, it's an 18k base. It's a critical. So it's very similar to the MLB in a way, but this plays out in a sense. Pretty much it can restand for the divine skill, and also once you build the divine skill, it's pretty much an 80k body unit on her own. And every time you basically become a 2 crit attack. So pretty much a force 2 in a way. So that is your right deck. So let's go on the main deck. So the main deck, obviously you run 3 personas. I do not have anything to say here, so we'll put it there. Okay. So let's go on to grade 2. So grade 2 is this is your only multi-attacker deck, and I think she's pretty important to run her actually. You run full Abelina. Abelina's skill, continuous on regular circle. If your Vanguard is a grade 2 or greater Lisciafael, this unit gets 5k power. Active on opponent's turn 2. So it is if you can body at all times. Second skill, auto on rear circle once per turn. When your grade 2 or greater Lisciafael Vanguard attacks, if you do not have a front row rear guard other than herself, you count +1. Send this unit, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater, this unit gets 10k power. So pretty much it's a swing. You're a multi-attacker deck. She helps to swing for big numbers later late game, and it's pretty good. She will do combine pretty. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Alright. So she will pretty much be your combo card with a lot of stuff in the deck. Also, I'll send it more in a bit. Okay. So the main card you want to combo with is actually Almeria. Almeria's skill, when this unit is paired with recycle, you can choose if your Vanguard is a grade 2 or greater Lisciafael, you can choose a card from your drop put in soul. If you did, this unit gets 5k power at the end of turn. Second skill, when this unit is put in soul by the cost of your Vanguard's ability, you can choose on your battle regard to stand. So essentially, what this means is that when you combo with Ninalea, which is another card, which is pretty important card to run the deck, I also spend a bit. You basically want to combo with Evelina and Almeria so that you have one column, one column, and then you can sort of big numbers. So Almeria is pretty important also because sometimes if you want to get cards in here from Soul, or rather just drop for this and Soul with Ninalea, they will combo pretty well. Alright. Next up, I run 3 of Latika. So Latika's skill, when this is put in soul by the ability of a greater Vanguard with which Felon's carding, you can -1, draw a card, and your Vanguard gets the following ability to end of fight, the red text. When this unit attacks for a battle, if your opponent wants to guard from call cards to guard circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So it is fine, but it is pretty situational. But at times, if you really want to, if you want to combo with your divine skill, it will pretty much combo pretty well. And then at times, if you have managed to do it correctly, your opponent's gonna have a hard time guarding as well. So it's there just for the guard restrict. I'm going to draw mainly, but sometimes it's guard restricted bonus if your opponent has a force to throw something here and there. So late game, it does help in a sense. And here's the card I've been telling Kaiser to get many times, but he did not want to get it because it was like, quite costly, but now it's cheap, so I might as well get it now. It is 4 of High Five. So High Five skill, you can play this card from drop, and if you do, you can combat someone for the cost to play it. And if your Vanguard has the Divine Skill ability, you can play this card without paying the cost. So you buy this card, draw one, you reveal a card from hand, and it's the same grade or lower than your Vanguard. You call it Rigor Circle, and then if your Vanguard is grade 2 or greater, for this turn, the call unit gets the red text. When this unit leaves the Rigor Circle, you choose one of your other units, and it gets 5k power, and it gets 5k power in a turn. So the call unit gets 5k in a turn. So pretty much it's pretty good because if you guys are wondering, do I have a Chris Rain? Yes, I have a Chris Rain. I have another copy of other place of High Five from Chris Rain, so don't worry. I got these like really pretty recently, so these are pretty cheap. I think the one I'm gonna shop like with my friends the other day. It was pretty, you know, it was the only cheapest at the time. So I thought, yeah, I'll go to the shop and just pick it up. Why not? So that's fine. Usually you wanna combo it with a rear guard that will go on soul. So usually just play the card, give a rear guard that goes on soul for its possibility, and then when you do stuff, you just give another 5k. So there's that. Okay. So let's go on the great ones. The great ones, I play for Nenalia. Nenalia skill, when this unit is in a rear circle, if your Vanguard is a great or greater Lisciafael, you kind of mouse one, choose a card from your soul, and then you can choose a card from your soul that is great to a lore and not a sentinel, and you put it in hand. If you put your card in your hand, you may soul charge one. So depending on the situation, if you really want soul charge, I mean the soul charge whatever. Like sometimes if you need to use skills, you need to fulfill for Lisciafael's divine skill, you need to do that. But most of the time you wouldn't really do that because she mainly you want to fetch out the cards that you either soul blast out through vanilla skill or at some cards you put a mirror skill really. So these you can notice that the cards you see here are pretty much like synergize with each other, which I really like. Second skill. Auto musical at the end of when this unit boosts for the battle, if your Vanguard is a greater Lisciafael and it's greater or greater, these survives 2 for this battle, this unit gets 10 power. So because now you've noticed that Lisciafael does pump a lot of cards and soul, you can pretty much combine this pump with Annabellina and herself, so that they have basically as well. So this is synergized, and then you have one restanding column. So you swing with big numbers, which is pretty good. I do like Nana actually. She's pretty good. Okay, this over is pretty good. It is 4 of Vuja. So Vuja skill, if your Vanguard is a great to a greater Lisciafael, this unit gets the following abilities below. Act on Rigor Circle, you can rest this unit, choose one of your units, and it gets 10k power. At the end of the turn, you retire this unit. So if you know what I'm thinking, you basically gotta put this behind Lisciafael. That's literally the only reason why I play her. You put it behind Lisciafael, rest it, give it you 10k most of the time you get your Vanguard really, and then it gets a boost to your Vanguard's power. And the retire thing doesn't matter because you're gonna put her in soul anyway. So basically you just want to rest it, bring the Vanguard circle, and then when you suck in 3 rear guards from to your soul, you pretty much don't retire her, and also it does bonus wonders here and there. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put into rear guard from rear guard to soul, you choose one of your non-sentinel rear guards, and for this turn, it gets, at the end of the turn, you bounce back a hit. So, basically, you basically want to bounce back. Okay, basically what it means is that if you really have the one column here, which is your Avalina and your Linnea, you have 2 for instance, you can bounce both of them back. Or most of the time, if you one, you just bounce back into Linnea, so you can just cycle this stuff over again. Pretty good. Alright, next off, I play for Bellatil. Bellatil is your counter deck. So, first skill, auto. When this unit boosts for a battle, if your Vanguard is a greater Lisciafael for this battle, this gets 5k power. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in from Rigor Circle soul by your ability of your Lisciafael, you draw one, and if you did not counter this turn, you counter one. So she is your counter deck. Pretty important, but and then it does come up a bit, so you do need to have some counter, and you draw one is pretty good. PGs I would play for. I mean, I really want to make it like an exact like a full playset, but unfortunately, Kaiser gave me a full random assortment of PGs, which is I'm not complaining, but it's what it is. And I do want to build an Taria. Before I mention, if you want to put Regal's piece, you can take out one Almeria for like I think 2 casts. That's what I ideally will play. Triggers, probability, simply because you have one empty column. That's the only reason why. So when you put the probability, you can just heal 1 damage, call something on the empty column, and then it basically becomes like a shenanigans from here and there. All right. You play I play 8 vanilla crits. You didn't really need to play Soul Crits, to be honest. Free of the effect draws. If in case you're wondering, yes, when the new effect draws comes out next set, I'll be replacing them with the double rare draws. So this might be used for other decks that may need it, and I play 4 vanilla heals. So yeah, that is my deck profile on Lisciafael. So, okay, before I go on, if anyone's wondering, am I gonna build Lisciafael Phantom? No, I am not gonna build Lisciafael Phantom. I know people are wondering why we get some fish Phantom decks. The only 3 Phantom decks I get now is like Uber Phantom, Impalio Phantom, and the upcoming Altasaria Phantom. So that's all the 3 Phantoms that I'm playing. I'm not gonna get into Phantom unfortunately, unless there's something cheap. But yeah, Lisciafael is pretty fun to play. I think I played like a few games, and boy, I do like this thing. I don't know why guys just said it was pretty not difficult to play, because I think with the proper upgrades and the proper stuff, it's a pretty decent deck. And now that I think Lisciafael is out, or rather it's announced, I think this deck's gone on price. But either way, I've already completed all my Destined ones, so I'm really glad she's the last one to get. And also, it just makes up for like being the 6th Destined one I have right now. So, with that being said, that's it for my deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like it, do like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.